The Zarathi had ruled the galaxy for 3 millennia, their crystalline ships cutting through space like shards of living diamond. Their empire stretched across 47 star systems, each one meticulously managed, each planet perfectly ordered. They were the apex predators of the cosmos, the undisputed masters of faster-than-light travel, quantum manipulation, and biological engineering. Dr. Cassera adjusted her neural interface as she reviewed the latest intelligence reports from the Outer Rim. The primitive species on the blue-green planet they designated as Sector 7G had been showing unusual signs of technological advancement. In just 200 rotations, they had progressed from crude projectile weapons to nuclear fission. It was remarkable, really. Most species took at least 1,000 rotations to make such leaps. Humans, she said, the word rolling strangely off her vocal cords. The translation matrices had struggled with their primitive language systems. Such an odd designation for themselves. Her assistant, Velmore, flickered his bioluminescent patches in agreement. The Council has classified them as Level 3 on the threat assessment scale. Minimal concern. Their crude rockets barely escape their planet's gravitational well. Cassera nodded, filing the report away. The Zarathi had protocols for dealing with emerging species. First, observation. Then, if necessary, containment. If they proved troublesome, elimination. It was a system that had worked flawlessly for 3,000 years. She couldn't have known that the humans had been watching them back. The first sign of trouble came when the Deep Space Monitoring Station at Kepler 442 went silent. Communications simply ceased mid-transmission. The Zarathi assumed equipment failure. Their technology was advanced but not infallible. A repair crew was dispatched. They found the station intact but empty. No signs of struggle, no evidence of the crew. The quantum computers were still running, but every piece of data had been systematically extracted. Whoever had done this possessed technology sophisticated enough to interface with Zarathi systems without triggering a single alarm. Within a solar cycle, 3 more stations had gone dark. Admiral Thexan convened the War Council for the first time in 800 rotations. The holographic display showed a 3-dimensional map of the galaxy, red markers indicating the silent stations. The pattern was clear. Something was moving through Zarathi space, learning, adapting, preparing. The humans, Cassera said, her voice barely above a whisper. They've been studying us. The council erupted in what could only be described as laughter if one could imagine the sound of breaking glass harmonized with quantum static. Humans? Those primitive bipeds who still burned fossil fuels and killed each other over territorial disputes? But Cassera had been monitoring their transmissions. In the 2 rotations since the first station went dark, human technology had made impossible leaps. They had somehow reverse-engineered Zarathi faster-than-light drives, improved upon their quantum communication systems, and developed weapons that could slice through crystalline hulls like they were made of mere stone. The attack came without warning. Human ships, sleek, predatory things that seemed to blend technology with an almost organic ruthlessness, materialized throughout Zarathi space simultaneously. They had mastered not just faster-than-light travel, but instantaneous teleportation across galactic distances. The war lasted exactly 73 standard hours. The humans didn't just defeat the Zarathi, they eliminated them with surgical precision. Every ship, every station, every colony world. They had studied their enemy so thoroughly that they knew exactly where to strike, exactly how to disable their defenses, exactly how to prevent any hope of retreat or regrouping. In the aftermath, human archaeologists would discover the vast libraries of the Zarathi, containing the accumulated knowledge of 3,000 years of galactic conquest. They would learn of the 47 civilizations the Zarathi had destroyed, the countless species they had enslaved, the systematic way they had crushed any potential threat to their dominance. The humans had done what no other species had managed in 3 millennia. They had learned from an enemy that considered them beneath notice, adapted their technology at impossible speed, and struck with the kind of coordinated precision that spoke of a species that had spent its entire evolutionary history perfecting the art of warfare. As the last Zarathi fortress fell, Admiral Sarah Chun stood on the bridge of the human flagship, watching the crystalline structures collapse into cosmic dust. She felt no satisfaction, only a cold understanding of what her species had just become. The apex predators of the galaxy. The new top dogs,